Get through the day. It's becoming very hard for me. Anyways, we're going to start back where we left off before I went to bed. So, we found so many Bible scriptures in here, it's not even funny. But know ye the masters were mighty in magic, in truth, able to lift the veil from the face of the serpent with the truth, able to send him back to his place. Come they to the man and taught him the secrets, the word that only man can pronounce. Swift then they lifted the veil from the serpent and cast him forth from the place among men. This is what we already did. It's already done. It's just playing in the manifest now. It's already predestinated and finished what it's a saying. It's already done and over. We already did it. Yet beware, the serpent still liveth in the place that is open at times in the world, in the bodies, in people. Satan is the people. Satan is not a demon running around going into people. He is the people. If you got lies, you're Satan. If you're not telling the truth, you're Satan. Never mind the physical sin. That doesn't even matter. Yet beware, the serpent still liveth in the place open of the time, in the world unseen. They walk among the in places, in bodies. Unseen, they walk in people, in thy places where you put them, where the rights have been said. And again, as the time passes onward, shall they take the semblance of men, and they will come back into bodies and do the same thing to you each time. These Christians. I'm watching a show called Perfect Match. The guy calls himself a Christian. He goes into the room and has sex on his wife with two girls and calling himself a Christian. We don't do that stuff. I know it's physical, but that is a sin if you are saying you're a Christian and you're sleeping around with women. That's a spiritual sin. You use your mind. That's conscious sin. Called may be they by the masters who knows white or black, who knows what they are. We know what they are. We know if they're a white seed or a black seed. Doesn't mean color white and black. It means shadow or a light figure. They think it means black, as in black skinned. No, it means shadow, black as night, blacker than night. Oh, I gotta sneeze. But only the white masters may control the blind, them while in the flesh. Only the ones with the white spirit, the light. Now, there's a guy that wrote this book and he says this is the black people. If anything, if they were the black people, then people with black skin don't go into heaven, according to this. So it's not to deal with black skin, it's to do with the soul. Your soul is either black or it's either white. It's either a shadow or a light. A shadow's black. Okay. So the one character that wrote the book says the black are high, yet this says the black are low. It says they're not heavenly. But that means black soul. Know ye, O my brother, that fear is an obstacle. Great fear is one of the greatest obstacles. They fear the truth because they know what comes behind it. So they play around with Jesus and he gives them everything and he does everything for them, and he is them and them are him. They don't have their own soul. They gave it away. Speak I of the knowledge hidden from men. This is hidden from men. Far have I been on my journey through space and time, even to the end of space of the cycle. Up and down we go. I glimpse into the hounds of the barrier, the hounds of hell, the dogs of hell, lying in wait for he who will pass them. See, they have a job too. They got to put the evil on you. Someone's got to do it. So it's the people, and they lie in wait for you. I've had that all happen to me. It's not happening anymore. Everybody got rid of me. The only people I have in my life is my dad, my two sisters, and my wife. That's it. The rest of them got rid of me. Move they only through angels. Okay, so in the space where time exists not, faintly I sensed the guardians of the cycles. They move through angels. We are the guardians of the cycles. We move through angels. Move they through angels, free are they not of the curved dimensions. We're not free of it. If your body's down here, you're not free of it. Strange and terrible are the hounds of hell. I'm going to put barrier. Follow they conscious to the limit space. Think not to escape by entering your body. For follow they fast the soul through angels. Only the circle will give you protection from the claws of the dweller in angels. The dweller is Satan. Okay. We also have a dweller. From the claws of the dweller in angels. And then those angels are in people. So in people, he's talking about stay away from the ones with claws because the people are the demons. Hiding in the midst beyond time, I found them, and they scenting me afar off, raised themselves and gave a great bell cry. There's the bell and dragon. The bell is a dragon, bell cry that could be heard from cycle to cycle and move through space towards my soul. Let me find that. He heard your soul cry. It's been heard from very far away. Fled I fast before them back to the time unthinkable end, but ever after me pursued they, moving in strange angels, not to know man. I on the gray shores of time and space, and found I the hounds of the barrier, ravening for the soul who attempts the beyond. So what is it? The barriers are hell or the Christians. They're sent there to stop you from going into heaven by giving you Jesus and not the kingdom. You see that? The barriers of hell, the hounds of hell, are in the church. They're the pastures. They're the wolf. What does it mean? They're the wolf in sheep's clothing. And the church actually seeds you, but then stops you from growing because they don't give you very much truth at all in the church. They give you a little bit, and that's the little bit of light that Jesus has, the light bearer. He only has a little bit of light. He has enough to get you started and get going, and then you have to find your Holy Spirit, and it does the rest. Your Holy Spirit is the master. You aren't. You're just the truther. Hold on a sec. You're here for truth. You're not here to rule. You're not here to do nothing. You're here just to scoop up the truth. You're a shovel. You're a shovel head. That's it. Once passed I the great barrier, and I saw on the shores where time existed not the formless and the forms of the hounds of the barrier. I saw them all, hiding in the midst, in the middle, beyond time. I found, and they, scenting me afar off, raised themselves and gave me a great battle cry that could be heard cycle to cycle and move through space towards my soul. Fled I then before them back to the unthinkable. Okay, so fled I through the cycles back to my body. Fled I fast after me, they followed. I after me, the devourers followed, seeking through angels to devour my soul. So when you go up, you're cleansed. When you come back down, they come with you. Your cursings come with you down your silver cord. Every day, your blessings and your cursings come down your silver cord. Your shadows follow you as well as your good ones follow you to do the work after the shadows hurt you to set you free again. You're being set free after every sin you do, every physical or spiritual sin you do, you'll be set free again. And then the next day will be a new day, not to worry about it, to try to better it. That's all you do. I know ye man that the soul who dares the barrier may be held in bondage. See, they didn't want to come down by the hounds from beyond the time, held till this cycle is completed. So who's holding us here? The Jesus believers in the church. Yeah, because they are not following the truth. So the truth is what matters. It's all lies. So it turns into physical. And all the demons grow. That's how they grow. And they just go into bodies because the people that are doing the sins becomes that sin. They become what they are. Those things come out of you and they go into some new people. And if they find a spot where they get comfortable, usually in your family members, they'll grow in their children. And then those exact ones will come back on you in time and they will keep growing, they will keep multiplying. But the children of light never grow. We're a certain number, and that's 800 to 900,000 people. People have a white soul. The rest are black. That doesn't give very much option. And left behind when the consciousness leaves. When your consciousness leaves, you leave everything behind and all the dark stays down here. What's in your body is still darkness. It'll stay here. And so will the body. And if you have an animal and you die with that animal, the animal will go back to being wild. It'll take its wild nature because the spirit of that animal died. The animal takes the spirit of the human that it lives with. So if the human dies, then the animal dies and becomes wild again. My sister has a cat that did that. When my mom died, it went wild and now it's friendly again. You have to let it take the spirit on, give it time to take your spirit on. They actually take your spirit because they're a offshoot of you. Your animal is. It's made to be like you. If you're angry, your dog will be angry. If you're always upset, your dog will always be upset. They run on your feelings. They run just like you do. If you're a hater, they're a hater. Huh? They get the same spirit as you got because they're an off leg of you. A dog is. It's made for us. They're made for us to do what we tell them. It's because we're the alpha. So entered I my body, this body that I picked, created from the cycles that no, not angels, created from the From my form was formed, made my body into the circle. So demons made my body into the circle. I didn't make the body, the demons did, and lost the pursuers in the cycle of time. But even yet, when free from my body, cautious ever I must be not to move through angels, else my soul may never be free. So that we don't know that we don't go into other angels. So know ye the hounds of the barrier, which are the church people, move only through angels and never through curves of space. They don't grow. They stay with the same false teaching. Rapture for 300 years. Three gods in one. Why would you need three godheads for one body? One body's not stronger than three godheads. One body, a person's body, is weaker than the dust compared to a godhead. Only by moving through curves can you escape. Only the truth moves you through the curves. For the angels, they will pursue thee, O man, O child of God in man. Heed my warning, seek not to break open the gate to the beyond. Few there are who have succeeded in passing the barrier to the great light. Few are they who pass the barrier to the great light. Few, remnant, shines beyond, shines beyond, for because we shine beyond. Our sun is there. For know you ever the dwellers seek such souls to hold in their thrall. Listen, O men, and heed to my warning. Seek ye and move not in the angels' curve, but curves. So don't move through what people do. Move through your curves, whatever your pathway is. Don't move through what the angels do. The angels unaware. That's what he's talking about. The church are angels, demons unaware that they're demons. They think they're the church. This is how crazy they are. But curves, and while free from the body, through the heart is the sound like the bay of a hound, ringing clear and bell like through thy being. Flee back into thy body through cycles. Penetrate not the mist before. When thou hast entered the form thou hast dwelt in, use thou the cross and the circle combined. What's the cross? Your body, and the head is the circle, your master. A and C, those are the two that do it. You get the truth, and your Godhead moves. That's what it's telling you. Open the mouth and use thy voice. There you go. Give out truth. That gets you through. Utter the word that shall be free. Only the one of light has the fullest, can hope to pass the guards of the way. You have to be full of light. They never got their descension or ascension. The church, they never got the light put in them. They only got a little bit because they only got 66 books that they believe. They didn't make it. They didn't fill themselves up. They didn't get attacked. The church doesn't go through prosecution like you do. No. What if they did? Why does their own church not prosecute them? And then we must move through the strange curves, which would be the evil, and the angels that are formed in the direction not known to man. So they're in our pathway. Every day they come down following us, looking to seek to kill us and stop us from making our journey because they didn't make it. And that's what the church is doing, what it's doing, is because they didn't make it. And they're back doing it again. Listen, old man, and heed to my warnings. Attempt not to pass the guards on the way. Rather, you should seek to gain of thy own light and make thyself ready to pass on the way. Gain thy own light from out of thyself. Light is thy ultimate end, O my brothers. Seek and find forever light on the way. That's it for today, guys. Nobody's on, so I'm just doing small ones. Everybody's set free, which is great. When I see nobody on, that's actually a good thing to me. In a way, it's bad to them because they're going to get through trouble because they're not doing enough, but it's actually means that people are set free. So I look at it at both ways. Love you guys, and you are blessed.